What you're about to hear could be the most important podcast ever created. But probably not. Welcome. It's the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Get the giant hair out of my mouth.
Oh, It's the worst feeling.
Isn't it? And you can't get it?
No. Yeah. And then sometimes you're doing something where you can't really keep if we're in front of people or
I
doing
know.
an MCing or something and it's just there.
You
But you can't keep
because you look like a
reaching in your
crazy
mouth.
person. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, recently we hosted a golf tournament.
We did, yes.
For Mercedes-Benz Ottawa downtown, right?
Yeah.
They were the title sponsor.
Yep.
And we loved it. Tons of great golfers. We had a great time.
awesome.
Yeah.
Greensmere Golf and Country Club, all our wonderful sponsors. You've heard it on the show. We loved everything about the day. And so we had to MC the dinner, the four of
Yeah.
us, right?
Yeah.
And so we gave away a few little prizes. And I think Rush and Jenny and I all agree that Brady was the biggest microphone hog
my God.
in the history
My God.
of MCing duties.
You offered,
I
and
offered
then you
so
took
many
the mic
times.
and you walked 15 feet in front of all of us, and then you were just having your day.
First of all, I followed the script. The script had me doing all the raffles. And then I turned around after 3 raffle prizes, and there was 15 of them. After 3, I turned around and looked at Jenny and said, okay, do you want to do some? And she said, absolutely not.
Oh, no, because you were in your
And then
element.
halfway through, when I was around 7 or 8, I turned around again. I looked at you guys and said, does anybody want to do any? And you guys said no.
I didn't
So
see that at all.
Brady, I
I-
didn't want to take it away from you. You were loving it.
I was
Brady,
doing my
believe
job.
That
I would've
entire
been-
time, and I may be wrong, but it was 4.5 hours
4.5,
that
yeah.
you were doing
Yeah.
raffle tickets. I think your feet touched the ground once.
I'm sorry for being good and dedicated to my
You
job.
were loving it.
Yeah, it's fun. I like doing that
Yeah.
stuff. But I was trying to share the microphone, and no one
okay.
wanted it.
You were not. All we saw was your back.
Jenny, tell me. Tell them that I asked you twice.
You did ask me. I only
Twice.
saw once, but that's fine. I believe you. I need to just talk about one other
How
thing.
do you believe him?
I believe him. I believe you. It's like what you say to a kid. I believe your feelings are real.
Thank you. Okay, good.
But no, I have to talk about the funniest thing. It had me in absolute tears.
Yes.
At this golf tournament, Brady. And I think you were maybe buying yourself time for something or whatever. But you said you're reading one of the raffle prizes and it said for the chocolate lover. And you're like, I don't really know what this means, but it says for the chocolate lover. And I was like, I don't know. I think it's probably chocolate.
What else would it
It was
be?
like weirdly phrased. It was like a lover basket of chocolate or something. It was like weirdly, and I don't know what is in this.
For
but
a chocolate lover, probably somebody who loves chocolate. That would be a chocolate lover.
And then when you pulled it and the person came up to get the prize, it was literally $2 of chocolate.
I don't know what the prizes are. I have a scripted. You know what? You guys host your tournament.
And I'll give you one more thing.
Okay.
Brady's
Good.
saying,
It's the
oh,
roast.
you know what? I wanted to pass it off to you guys. I wanted to share the wealth. I'm now going to do my impression of Brady Jones reading a raffle number.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Yes, please. Yeah, because Brady didn't want to hog all the attention. I don't know that there is time.
072 5
Who's still in it?
We're giving it away. Okay.
Hang on. Everybody that's in it, stand up on your chairs. Everybody stand on your chairs.
on the plastic chairs that are going to break
Yeah.
and kill someone.
Okay, for context, it's not all 2 boxes of chocolate. Sometimes we're giving away a 70-inch TV.
Wait a sec, I'm not done the
build it
number.
up.
No,
Okay.
but there's still 14 more numbers to get to.
72 1 6
Hey! Oh, your voice cracked just like me.
no,
Oh, we're
no,
not
no,
done
yet.
Okay,
No,
we're not
hang
done.
on, guys. I'm not getting enough attention.
Did I
Everybody
mention?
put your hands up.
Okay.
This is the red tickets. 6-4. There you. And that's how it went. Oh my God.
Okay, I'll be sure to tone down, my
And he did
professionalism.
27 prizes like that.
It was 16, and they were good prizes. They deserved
They
the
were
love
good prizes.
and attention.
Yeah. No, it was,
People were calling their families. They're going to be late. They were just.
people were signing up for next year's golf tournaments.
That's good. This has been the longest Hot Tub podcast intro we've
Some
ever
people
done.
actually left and golfed 4 holes.
And still came back for the last number.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you have a clue when they started taking down the tent? Jenny was stacking chairs.
All yours, the power went down. Everybody's going.
Maybe that's when you asked her if she wanted to take over. Yeah. So she
This
didn't
is
hear
also
that.
true.
Oh, good, there's more.
Brady
Okay.
is actually doing so well. The battery on the microphone died.
That's a sign you're talking too much, Brady. But did you stop? No. Yeah, you borrowed somebody's megaphone.
That's called quick thinking on your feet.
wow.
My stomach hurts. We
Well,
need to.
if you thought this was long, multiply it by 1,000. That's how long it was for us last night.
I thought it was a good job.
well, you did a great job. You
Yeah,
did really
good
good.
job.
It was great.
I'm
Yeah.
never doing this again. I'm never hosting anything, ever.
Well, do you want to host the Hot Tub Podcast?
Absolutely not.
It begins now.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
What are the requirements for calling yourself a relationship expert, and is this good advice? A guy named Jake Maddock bills himself as a dating guru on Instagram, and he owns a relationship coaching business in Australia. He's going viral for this advice. If you start dating someone and they don't say I love you within the first 3 months, dump them.
Oh.
He claims the first I love you usually happens around the 2-month mark when people figure out if they're a good fit for each other. So if it doesn't happen by 3 months, stop wasting your time. It's hopeless and they're not your ideal partner.
I kind of have to agree.
He's facing some flack for it online. A lot of people think 3 months is too soon to say it, or it at least shouldn't disqualify you.
I mean, I think
think
it's
you know,
I think it's
though,
a
right?
feeling, like some people have it, and if you have it, you may not be saying it. Like, I get every situation is different, but I get what he's trying to say.
Like, I don't think it's a one-size-fits-all thing.
Yeah.
But
No,
I think
it's not,
in a
but-
lot of cases that might.
Sure.
Yeah.
That might be true. I mean, someone's got some reservations,
Yeah.
Like,
obviously.
if you feel like you're dating somebody who's not really into you, and after 6 months you still feel like they're not really into you, then yeah, maybe you should end the relationship. Like, I get
Yeah,
that, and
and
if
it
that's
can-
the point, sure.
Totally, and it can go the other way. If somebody says it too soon, are you
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
is this
yeah.
what you do all the time? And
That's too much
is that a
too,
red
yeah.
flag
Yeah.
too? But are there exceptions to that rule? Like
Because anybody who doesn't believe, and I know it's very loose what we're saying, I agree.
Yes.
But if somebody doesn't exchange it with you by 3 months, what is the right amount of time then? Like,
Right.
after
it's about
6
what
months,
you're
do you-
comfortable
Yeah,
with
I think
too.
there are no hard and
understand.
fast rules, and I think every relationship is different.
For sure.
So
But
it's hard to
you're-
say.
But if you're saying to somebody, every day after 3 months and 4 months and 5 months,
Yeah.
that they're not saying it back to you, I think
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So if it's important to you, if you are in love with that person
Yeah.
and you have said it and they haven't said it back,
If they say,
you
"Thank
want,
you."
Yes,
No,
yeah,
that's tough.
it.
That's
No.
so tough.
You want to be with somebody who
Yeah.
feels the same way about you. And
Yeah.
if you're constantly compromising your own, feelings or whatever
Yeah.
emotions and feeling like I can't say it because I don't think they're ready and why are they holding back? And then you're just in your head about it. Well, then no, I don't think it is right. And maybe it is time to.
That's fair, but 3
Find
months is
somebody
such a
who's on your
weird
level.
like line to draw in the sand. Because some people, maybe you don't see this person every day. Maybe you have kids and your life is busy.
Yeah,
Maybe
there are exceptions
relationships
to the
grow
rule.
at the speed that they grow.
Have you ever seen He's Just Not That Into You? No, there are
for God's
exceptions to the
sake.
rule.
All right, yeah.
An interesting documentary,
Yeah.
yes.
It is. Well, it almost is because there's so much truth to that book. It started with a book and then they made it into a movie,
Did you
which
read
I
the
loved.
book?
Yeah, I did read the book actually. Oh my God, I read that book. Yeah, I did. I've read like 3 books then.
You know what, Brady, you have to have ready?
Yeah.
Is a record scratch.
Oh, sure.
Can you bring one up?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah,
Because I'd
absolutely.
like for Jenny to deliver that line
Yeah, I
again.
think so. It would work.
And for everybody listening, wherever you are, anywhere in the world,
Yeah.
we all have to pause at the same time.
Okay, no, I like that. Hang on
Okay.
one sec. Let me just
Okay,
get this
so-
queued up.
So
I gotta
I'll
really do
set
this
it up.
properly.
I'll talk about the book again,
Yeah.
and I'll say, "Oh, did you read that?"
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, wait, hang on.
All
We
right.
gotta.
Make sure it's a
Take
good
time.
one.
No, I know. I'm really trying to. I want to nail this. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me. Okay,
I feel like we're going to use this a lot.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Well, I mean, it depends. You don't read a lot of books, so maybe not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
But there, I totally forgot that I had. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
okay.
really read the whole?
I did. I did. And
No, not yet.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That was a good one.
That's good practice. Run
No,
that.
yeah. Just warming
that
up.
was
Yeah.
good. Okay. All right.
And we got to kill the music right
Yeah,
after.
right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm well
Yeah.
aware. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Here we go.
So this book,
Yeah.
he's just not that into
That's
you?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
It's
you
good.
read it?
I did read that book.
Okay.
I like it.
Back to the music.
I think the music should have waited a little
Yeah.
bit longer. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And now into
Okay.
the music.
Yeah, okay.
You like
okay.
that pause?
You want to
Okay,
try
ready.
one more
From
time?
the top,
Yeah.
everybody.
We'll get
Okay,
this. Okay.
and action.
So there's this book. He's just not that into you.
Yeah, it was a movie. It was a book
Yeah.
first. Yeah.
Did you read the book?
Oh my God, I did read that book.
Hold.
Hold. And there it is. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Just if I can get one more time, you can't.
You gotta stay quiet.
Yeah.
You gotta stay quiet.
Okay, I just
We
I just have to cover my
you gotta
mouth.
let the moment sort of.
Yeah.
You gotta sit in it for a minute.
That,
might
it's
have to
not
turn
just
my
the
mic
record
off.
scratch. It's the shocking pause after. We
Right.
need that.
Okay.
Okay, because you got to get in the mind of the listener. They're
Yeah.
as
I'm
in the
shocked
mind.
as we are.
Uh-huh,
Right, okay.
They need to take it in, absorb the information. Okay. All right. Ready? And action.
So this book, he's just not that into.
Yeah,
you.
it was a movie, and then it
Oh,
no, it was a
that's right,
book,
yeah.
and then it was a movie.
Did you read the book?
I did read that book.
And there we are.
That's the
Okay.
best I've got, guys.
Okay.
That's all I've got.
Okay. So make sure that's ready for next time Jenny's read a book.
I'll hang on to it. Okay.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Seagulls can invade a good time. And this
okay.
pub, by the way, this pub has a solution.
Okay.
Rob Braddock created a covered hut nicknamed the Spearmint Seagull in Devon.
Okay.
The hut features a pole, zebra print furnishings, and a disco light. A sign inside the space says, "Gulls just want to have fun."
Oh, gee. Is this what you're doing?
This is the
story?
only reason she did the story.
Yeah.
This is it?
I love it. So he says, we just wanted to have a bit of fun. We have so much trouble with seagulls swooping down for chips, so we wanted to create something to get them away from the chips.
All right.
Yeah.
That's a terrible story, Jenny, because
is
of one
Yeah.
pun.
I thought
One
it was
pun.
Gulls just want to have fun.
It's pretty good. It's a pretty good pun.
I mean,
a
it's
great
fine,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. I do not like seagulls.
Really?
Yeah, it's a hot take.
Does anybody like
Pigeons.
seagulls?
Yeah.
I also
Seagulls
don't
are
like
awful.
pigeons.
Yeah, I don't like pigeons
No,
either.
no.
They're
don't
weird
like
little neck
pigeons.
things that they do. And
Yeah.
they look,
That's your problem with
Yeah.
Have I turned a corner? Like at a certain age, do you turn a corner? We're very excited, my wife and I, to head out this weekend
Yeah.
and buy bird seed for our bird.
There you go. No, I get that.
Yep.
I get that. No,
Why have
we
you waited so long?
I don't. Well, no, it was full,
Oh,
and now
now it's
they've
empty.
eaten it. Yeah,
It's a
but
refill.
it's very exciting to watch birds eat from your bird feed.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely turned a corner.
We sit out in the
Yeah.
yard and we watch it, and we know we're familiar with the birds
my
that
God,
come.
you
and-
guys.
I think there's a few different moments in your life when you catch yourself buying things. I think
Yeah.
like early 20s when you're buying furniture, that's
Right.
like a big moment. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like early 30s when you're buying doorknobs and you're like,
Yeah.
ooh, different doorknobs. And then there's the bird feed,
Yeah.
which comes a little bit later. you
Yeah,
know?
but you know what,
Yeah.
Brady? Now I'm going to go throw you under the bus.
Uh-huh.
Recently on social media, you put out all your little gardening and
Sure.
plants and everything like
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah.
I think that's turning a corner too.
I
don't think
I
there's
get
a lot
that.
of irresponsible
Yeah,
you know,
Gertie
people
Green
your
Thumb.
age
That's right. Yeah.
that have a lot of plants
Yeah.
on their
That's
balconies.
true. I guess so, but I compare myself to Rush sometimes, and I know that he's such a good gardener, and
Not
I'm
really.
just trying to keep
Yeah.
up. So
Don't be so hard on yourself.
I guess
you know,
good luck with that.
Why is it bad though if you were 25 and liked a bird feeder? Like
Right.
why is that a bad thing?
It's not. It's just
You're just an outlier.
Yeah, you'd be considered quirky. Now
Right.
it's not really quirky. It's just like, oh yeah, they have a bird feeder.
Yeah.
I found like the thing that frustrated us last year is the bird seed that we were using. As we
Uh-oh,
get
here
deep
we
into
go.
this,
Here we go. Hang on, let me get comfortable.
I have my pen.
I
I'll break
believe
down
what happened.
any products you mentioned.
We were not using no waste bird seed, which
Oh,
meant
yeah.
that it had like sunflower seeds had the shells and stuff.
in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what shells do? They kill grass.
They kill grass.
Oh,
Shells kill
of
grass.
course they do.
Obviously.
To have that giant patch under the bird feeder
Yeah.
is really,
Tell me
really
something I don't
irritating.
know.
Yes.
Grass.
Now, what have you like? What do you do?
Our
to
bird
Oh,
feeder
God, here we
is
go.
on top of mulch.
Okay, that helps.
Okay, so
Yes.
when it drops, it just sort of
Doesn't
blends in
matter.
anyway.
Smart.
Does it
Yeah.
also do the thing where eventually things start growing?
No,
Okay,
it's
that's
been,
good,
it's been
'cause that
good.
can happen too.
Yeah.
I'd like to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
So when you I'm kidding. I don't care.
We're all for it. Again, we're into the birds here. So, yeah.
You might get a bird feeder soon, Jenny.
I know. I
I'm-
feel
it's
like
coming.
it's probably going to happen. I'm not
Yeah.
even going to realize it.
we
And all
also
of a
have
sudden,
a bird bath. So.
Oh, okay, that's nice too.
It is
Bird
great on the hot
heavy.
days, so they can go and they have something to eat.
Right.
Then they splash around, and watching the birds in the bird bath is a wonderful
Oh,
thing.
when you're eating dinner at 4.
Well, yeah.
Jenny,
Matlock's on at 5,
Oh,
so
you're
he has to
right.
finish.
Yes, that's
you
right.
know.
what time do you eat dinner?
Five,
by the
five.
way, I want one listener to text in right now and recognize what Madlock is.
Yeah. Fair enough.
It's a great
What a
show.
reference.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thanks,
it's
guys.
so good.
Hey, you know what I have to do today?
What?
I have to impregnate some cucumbers. So I found out, I posted that picture of my garden yesterday, and someone reached out being like, hey, I'm a big garden person. What you have to do is, because I live on a balcony in a condo building, right?
Yeah.
So I don't
Right.
have a lot of bees or bugs or things like
We
that.
stop, just so people don't know. You actually own the whole condo. You don't just live on
on
the
a
balcony of somebody's condo. That is believable to most of our audience, I'm sure, but that's not the case.
So I live on someone's condo balcony. So I have to. They told me that my plant looks great, but what I have to do is take a Q-tip and then rub the Q-tip in the female flowers, and then rub that same Q-tip in the male flowers. So that's my afternoon.
What? I don't understand. I have cucumber plants.
He needs to
whatever you call
pollinate
them.
them.
I need to pollinate them.
How do
Yeah.
I pollinate them?
The same
I don't
way.
need to
Same way.
worry.
Well, it depends if you have a lot of like bees and stuff like that.
I feel like we have enough. But I don't know. How would you know?
Are you getting a lot of cucumbers?
Well, I have the flowers.
Well, then you get impregnating.
I feel like there's a little mini cucumber starting.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Do you
don't
think
really
it's a
know.
baby cucumber?
I feel like it's like
'Cause
just
you
starting
think-
to get bigger.
Okay,
You know?
excellent.
Well, we'll send Rush over. He'll get you all
Starting to get
absolutely.
excited, huh?
We can FaceTime Rush and you can walk me through it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Now, where I have a question here. So the flower with the Q-tip, you do this first,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then,
yeah.
so and how do you know where to put the Q-tip after it's been in the flower?
This person very helpful. They sent me a whole diagram and pictures.
Because if the
and-
cucumber's not there yet, how do you know where the cucumber is going to be? Does it not just look like a flower?
Yeah, it does look like a flower, but you have to take there's smaller flowers and bigger flowers.
Okay.
Then you got to put the Q-tip in the smaller flower, give it a little, and then put it in the bigger flower, give it a little,
Okay.
and then boom.
Do you have different size flowers in your
I
cucumber
don't
plant,
know.
Jenny?
I haven't gotten up that close. I mean, I get excited when I see anything growing.
Brady, can
Yeah,
you
that's a
isolate
good
that?
clip.
Yeah. We've been working hard to get there.
Oh yeah, perfect bow
It
on the
was so
segment.
quiet
Yeah.
around
Thank you, Jenny.
it, and
Yeah,
it was
it was
just
great.
amazing.
That's good.
Isolate the clip.
And we got there. Way to go, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just make sure you leave a cigarette for your cucumber tree, okay?
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
So I got an email from Jenny. And what time was it? 2 a.m.?
Oh God.
I'm trying to
up
sleep.
all night
Yeah.
doing this?
Yeah.
What?
That's interesting.
All right. Anyway, we have an introduction.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
this
No.
All right.
new
Here we go.
segment.
Ladies and gentlemen, come one, come all. Welcome to the Hot Tub Comedy Hour. On today's show, Jenny tries out some new material on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Why are you doing this? So I just,
And at 2 a.m., were you just
Wow.
practicing?
I guess you were just like writing new stuff in your notebook. Is that what was
I
happening?
guess I must have.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't recollect exactly
Well,
what.
I think in your email, because you sent it to
Was
me.
she out at the Chuckle Hut last night?
Yeah, maybe.
You must
I
have
don't
been,
know.
yeah. Late night.
You want to try out your new material?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got the ha ha
this
ha.
is- I don't.
I guess you'll have to read it word for word unless you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to because I don't. Okay, here we go.
Wow,
Good-
and
good luck.
Crazy that you
Thanks.
insisted on having a live studio audience in here this
I
morning.
know.
Yes.
I,
Are they
I
ready?
must have
Okay.
been really tired because I
And
don't
you,
remember.
and you said you want to have
Yeah.
like a pause in between each of your jokes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
clearly.
I get it, sure.
Okay.
All right.
Well, what's your topic about? Like,
I don't want to say.
Okay.
oh,
okay.
you're
Yeah.
sure you don't want to?
No.
You don't want to read the?
Like, is it going to be political?
What is
or-
it?
Did you write anything down? I feel like you did.
Well, do I just go?
Well, I
Yeah,
think
whatever,
you should
yeah,
read what
yeah.
your
Yeah.
topic is.
All right. It's a new study finds that ugly people die earlier.
Oh, is that
Wow.
true? Okay.
Yeah.
You find that funny?
So
That's your top. So all the jokes are about that?
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, I was very tired. I guess I don't.
Okay,
remember.
well, here we go. Okay.
But there are advantages to being ugly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've got some advantages of being unattractive.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. Using your dog to open your phone with Face ID is a cool party trick. Where's my live studio audience?
I think that was them.
Somebody just coughed.
Yeah.
I think they're waiting for the punchline.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then maybe try
wasn't bad.
try another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't need the latest iPhone since people can reach you by saying Beetlejuice 3 times. Oh no.
They didn't really like that. Okay.
They're grumbling.
Yeah. I mean, try. Maybe there's another one.
You got this.
We really have to silence Brady's keyboard.
We do. Yeah. All right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Villagers chasing you with a torch keeps you limber.
I like that. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
What's the topic
yeah,
again?
The topic again, I was just going to say the advantages of being ugly.
Advantages of
Okay.
being ugly.
Yeah.
It's good that our crowd gets really silent in anticipation.
Oh, you can launch a side hustle as a gargoyle for French cathedrals. That one got you.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Jenny, you taking note of which ones are hitting?
Yeah, okay, that's good. Okay.
Oh, and who knows? Maybe Steve Buscemi will need a stunt double. Oh, poor Steve Buscemi.
Okay, well, if they like Steve Buscemi,
Very
they
quiet.
didn't. Okay,
Cough
then-
again.
yeah, I think they like Steve Buscemi.
I think you
lost
stopped
them.
them in their tracks with Steve
I
Buscemi.
think-
Okay,
lost.
time for one more. So what's your topic again?
The advantages of being ugly.
Ah.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, get a lozenge, man. Oh my God.
You can work in radio because nobody cares what you look like, right, Brady?
Wow. Is that a standing
They
ovation?
like that. Oh, boy.
What was
Mic
that?
drop. Wow.
All right.
Oh, they're still going.
Yeah.
Well, you have a couple there that
You know,
hit.
just a couple that hit. And
Stay
I'm
away
very
from
tired,
Steve
I
Buscemi.
think.
They didn't like that.
Yeah, and stick with the Brady jokes. The
All
roast
right.
of Brady. They really like that. Wow.
Wow, you got to
Okay.
get some sleep, man.
I know. Yeah, it was a long night, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
You don't remember?
I don't. I'm very, just very tired.
Yeah.
I guess.
If we can get
A
the
little
coffer
loopy.
out of the
Yeah,
studio.
Yeah,
you gotta go,
seriously.
man.
Yeah.
It's very
Okay,
distracting.
I know. Yeah.
Why did we choose a coffer?
Weird. I don't think we knew. Okay, I know. I don't think we knew he had a cough.
No, we didn't hear him coughing on the way.
No,
yeah, no.
It's so
Maybe it
weird.
just
Just started. Oh,
Thanks, Jenny.
No, thank you for the time. I think I don't know.
Okay.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Oh, it's time for a personal story.
Oh,
Personal story.
So I get up usually around 4 o'clock in the morning to start the show.
Yeah.
I like to prepare for
get
the
everything
show.
going.
Yeah. What time do you what time do your alarms go off?
4:20.
4:20.
4:45.
Okay.
I'm usually awake between, like, my alarm always goes off when I'm in the bathroom getting ready. Like, I'm always up anyway. Yeah.
It's so weird how we do that, but even if I change the time my alarm is, I'll wake up a minute before my alarm
Yeah,
almost
isn't
every
that
day.
weird,
I don't
eh?
understand
Yeah.
how my body knows,
so
but
bizarre.
I'm up. It's
And that's
weird.
happened, it's happened maybe twice where we've been on, like, had a Monday off or something,
Yeah.
and I've turned my alarm off and forgot to turn it back on.
Oh.
I'll still wake up though, like at
Like
the
a
same
minute.
time. Exactly.
Weird.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's so
crazy.
strange.
Thank God.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Internal alarm
Yeah, I was
clock
gonna say, or an unconscious anxiety that we
Yeah.
have.
Yeah,
Which,
it
God,
really
terrible
is.
sleeps we must be having.
Yeah,
Totally.
But is there any better feeling than you think? Like it's time to
Right.
wake up and you look at your phone and you still have like an hour and a half or
Oh,
something.
yeah, that is the greatest.
But there is that window, like if you wake up and it's like
Yeah.
you have to wake up in 42 minutes.
Yeah.
You go, oh,
You're like, well,
no.
I'm not getting a REM cycle, so
no.
And I love
wake
that
up
I'm just like,
groggy.
oh yeah, I love that. No, that never happens with me. It's an hour and a half. I wake up and like, well, I guess I'm up.
Yeah, oh, that's awful. awful.
The worst.
Well, I got up at 4 this morning to prep for the show, and my wife got up super early today. As a teacher, she's off in the summers,
Yeah.
so she does get to sleep in a bit
Right.
more. But she was up at 4 because she's hitting the road today.
Yeah.
She's going to see my stepdaughter, her daughter, in for a soccer game in New York State, and then
Yeah.
driving to Pennsylvania. So they got a lot of driving. to
This
do.
is her preseason game, I guess. Like
Yeah, one of the preseason
Okay.
games.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's so fun,
So they're
though.
going to Pennsylvania.
Wow.
So she's like she left with me at like 4:45 this morning.
Yeah.
Right.
As I was going to work, she was hitting the open road.
That's awesome.
So my wife is very much a morning person.
Yes.
and I'm not.
Yeah.
And I can say all of this now.
Yeah.
because she's in New York.
Right.
Okay, yeah. At a safe distance away.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
She's crossed the border now. I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah. So she calls me and like just chatting
Yeah.
away.
Uh-huh.
And that's usually my time where I just drive in.
Right.
Oh,
I
it's
try and-
nice.
Oh, yeah.
It's sacred. That drive
it's your
into
own
work.
time.
Yeah.
If ever your routine is messed
Right.
up in the morning
Oh,
like
I
that,
hate it.
oh, it's the
And,
worst.
and I love talking to my wife.
Yeah, nobody's thinking that you're not.
But that
Yeah.
window.
That's,
Right?
It's
You
Oh
time.
man.
Anyway,
You
so she
need that,
calls
yeah.
me and just, I'm on the road and I got my book downloaded. And I'm like,
Okay.
love you.
Yeah. I'm at work, babe. Gotta go.
Just pulling into the parking lot. Look at that.
I actually did that though.
Yeah.
Because I went and got a Timmy's. And then so I said, oh, I'm up at the drive-through window. I was not at the drive-through window. I was like 30 seconds away, but I just I had to-
Wrap it up
you
now.
needed your time.
Yeah.
You need your morning time.
And
get
once
that.
again, if any of Ruth's friends are listening, do not tell her anything I'm saying.
no,
right
you're
now.
not. You're
Why
not
would you start a
listening.
fight?
So she calls. I said, okay, have a safe trip. Love you on the road. Okay,
Yeah.
so now I'm actually in the drive-thru.
Okay.
Right.
And the phone rings again.
Oh no.
The phone's ringing. It's her, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't answer because I was approaching now the window.
Right.
Okay, so
yeah.
I hate that when people are on the
Oh,
phone.
it's too much
I
going
know,
on.
I do.
Too much.
I am guilty
Thank you.
of that.
Are you?
Yeah, I have
oh,
done
and
that.
You're
really?
Yeah,
beeping your
usually-
credit card and you're answering
yeah.
questions and you're talking to
It's
someone.
not.
and
It's not ideal, but I have done it. Yeah, but usually it's with my mom, where I'm like, "Mom, just hang on,"
Yeah,
so I
okay.
can, wait till I'm done.
Well, I thought I'd wait 30 seconds, a
Yeah.
minute, whatever. So then I call her back, and she goes, "Hey, how's it going?" I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh, my God,
It's been a minute and a half.
I'm fine."
You're messing with my routine.
We don't talk this much at home. What is going on?
and I love that you just talked like a minute ago. She's like, "How are you?"
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So she's in a
God
great.
love
So
her.
she goes, "Well, no, I've called for a reason."
Okay.
She goes, "I want to know that song." And she pulled a Jenny.
Oh.
She goes, "What's that song that goes da da da?"
Oh, that's not pulling a Jenny.
Da, da, da.
At least she was able to sing it. No, shut up. I know what you're saying. That's not a thing. No, but so did you know it? Were you
Well,
able to
she
speak
humming
Ruth?
along. Yeah, yes, I
Yes?
did speak Ruth.
Okay.
And she goes, "Oh my God, I love that
And
song."
what song was it?
Well, I'll tell you in a second.
Yeah.
So
I'm very excited.
She goes, "I love this." I know you do. And we've talked about this song for now. This is a point I'm trying to bring up. As couples, we're all in these relationships.
Yeah.
We have a special bond with our partners
Yeah.
that I don't think, like the song I'm about to play, I don't think any other couple on the planet at any point
Would
in
be
time,
like, what is that song?
What is that
Right.
song?
Yes.
Sing it to me. I know what it is. We're
Yeah.
gonna both download it on our phones.
Sure. Yes.
It's insane, but it's one of those things.
I love this.
Okay, so this is way back from the 80s.
Okay.
Nobody knows this song at all.
But you got it.
I got it.
That's
And
amazing.
you got it
What a
right away?
gift.
I got it right away.
Oh, wow.
What a gift.
But when I play it for you two, you're going to be like, what the hell is this?
Okay.
But she was desperate to hear this at 5:05 in the morning.
Yeah, do you guys have a history with this song? Like, have you
No.
listened to it together
No.
before?
That
or is
is
just
wild.
a random song that she...
No, I know she likes the song.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
She's liked the song for a decade, and
Yeah.
every time she says, "What is it?" I go, "Well, put
oh,
it
it's
in your
this.
phone."
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so here it is.
Okay, all right.
If you guys know it, I will be floored.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
excited. I hope I do.
And it's
Yeah,
really,
me too. I doubt I will.
No,
I
we
mean,
won't.
I love the song because it's nostalgic for me.
Right.
But it's really kind of the lamest song.
the
you've
worst song
heard.
ever.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Like
Here it
most
is.
80s songs.
yeah.
Already
It's
awful,
terrible.
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
God, it's elevator music. Is this Kenny
it.
G?
No. So I believe they're Swedish.
Okay.
And they're called Dublé.
This is
Ooh.
hilarious.
I know, right?
Oh, I hate this so much.
This is so bad, Mahler. And Ruth.
Yeah.
What?
This feels like the band from your hometown that never made it. You know what I mean?
No,
like they'd be
yeah.
selling like albums outside of a Walmart.
Right.
Like burnt
Yes.
discs.
Like, how do you describe this? Is this isn't jazz? I don't even know what this
No,
is.
No, it's easy listening. Hang on.
I'll tell you, anytime they perform live, they have a smoke machine. They're that kind of band.
And I will tell you,
Yeah.
this came out in 1986.
Yeah.
My wife was an embryo at the time, so she
Right.
should
Yeah.
know this.
Yeah.
Right.
But this was played on Top 40 Radio. The station we work for would have played this back
Really?
in 1986.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what
This
it like ballpark what it would have hit on the
was number
charts?
10, maybe?
Wow. I've never heard this in my life.
Sounds like this
here
should
we
be
go.
playing in the credits of Labyrinth.
Yes, you're right. This lead singer definitely wore shoulder pads.
Oh, 100%.
And a suit jacket.
And then some sort of spikes coming off
Probably.
of the jacket. Yeah.
Ironic spikes, though.
Yes.
If anybody's listening and you know this song, I would be impressed because it's such a weird song.
Is there a hook or is it just this?
But also, imagine being on a road trip and this is what you
Yeah.
want to
Right?
rock
Yeah.
And this is what you want to hear?
Also, what part did she sing?
Yeah.
Like, what? There's no like.
Like,
And how did you know that it was this song?
oh my God.
'cause I speak
Lamest road trip ever.
Yeah, seriously. I'd be in a ditch, man.
The last thing I said to her is, well, you're crossing the border. You better save our data and stuff like that. Don't call anymore.
Yeah.
Save the data. All right?
Yeah, very expensive when you cry.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, honey, I forgot to change our plan. It's really, it's a lot. Yeah,
Call me when you get on Wi-Fi.
yeah, exactly.
You're just doing the Pee Wee Herman. Dottie.
You might be able to find a payphone at some point, but otherwise,
Well,
This is terrible, but thank you
this
for
is
that
awful.
story.
well,
Yeah.
can you imagine? This is how my day started.
Yeah, I guess.
where is the chorus to this song?
Right?
Well, you guys were talking
This
all
is
over
it.
it.
Oh God,
Oh,
this is
boy.
like hold music.
Yes. Oh, here he is.
Oh,
This is the chorus.
You couldn't wait another day for
Oh, God.
I hate this so
Yeah.
much. This is my hell.
the captain of her heart.
This is what Lucas Graham's 7 years is for you. This is the equivalent for me.
Well, the difference is every now and again we'll hear 7 years if we're
True.
out in a mall.
I will
or
never
something.
hear
You'll
this
never
again
hear
in my
Never.
life.
But you know
Ever.
what? You're getting some love via
yeah?
texting. Yeah, there are a few people who know
That
this
do
song.
remember it?
Yep.
Okay.
And they're naming it. I
Well,
love
and
this
some
song.
people are
Wow.
saying turn it off.
Yeah, yeah. I'm with you. Whoever said turn it off.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
So this week sees Left-Handers Day,
Oh.
celebrating 1 in 10 people who have, a little bit harder in life. Let's be honest.
Or on this show, 2 out of 4.
2 out of
Yeah.
4. Yes, I am left-handed.
Yeah, as am I.
And
Right.
Jenny,
Right-handed.
Right-handed as
Yeah.
well.
Okay. Sorry about that, you guys.
That's okay.
So there's a lot of things that Rush and I and many lefters out there have to deal with. And it's harder for us. And I just wish society would feel, bad for us.
It would be
sometimes.
nice. I mean,
okay.
we die much sooner.
Is that true? That's
No.
a thing?
That's not true at all.
It
You
is
just
true.
made that up.
Look
no.
it up.
I thought we lived longer.
No, we die sooner.
I've been telling people
Actually?
we live longer.
But like
Is it-
what? Is it 6 months? Like on a scale?
It's, I don't know how significant it is, but yeah, we die younger.
Now,
That's so
as,
weird.
as you would know, we have to deal with like scissors and can openers. These are things that are just everyday
Wow.
pains in the butts for
Yeah.
us.
Okay, guys, sorry, seriously. There's an often quoted stat that right-handed people live on average 9 years longer than left-handed people.
There you go.
Now that's the first thing that popped
Yeah,
up.
but that's
on
an often
Google.
quoted stat. Hang on. Let me read
Okay.
the actual article here.
Well, if you listen carefully now, Rush is not saying anything. Rush just died a minute
Yeah,
ago.
he did. Yeah.
Come back, Rush.
Oh,
And
no.
I die quite often because I'm left-handed.
Yeah, it sounds like
I
it's
was
a
trying to
thing.
give you a few minutes off
God.
that you could wander the building.
Well.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a myth.
Oh,
Not
it
a
is a
myth.
myth.
Yeah, it is,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
No, no.
Okay.
All right, well,
that's
here's
good.
some other things that apparently we have to deal with that you guys don't.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't even know if half these things I struggle with,
Okay.
but let's see. Zippers on jeans. The flap covering the zipper is on the left.
Yeah.
So it's nearly impossible to zip with your left hand.
Yeah, so I mean, I use my right hand to zip.
Okay.
Yeah.
You, I'm sure.
We just adapted.
You just
right?
adapt,
Exactly.
just like I'm sure it's
Yeah.
on the list. Scissors, the lefty scissors in like primary school were terrible and
Terrible.
covered in glue.
Yeah.
So I learned to cut with my right hand, and that's so I cut with
Yeah.
my right
And
hand.
do you feel comfortable with it, or would you prefer cut with your left hand?
I've been cutting with scissors with my right hand since I was 6. So
Everything's
I'm
very
used to it.
jagged, but you did it.
Yeah. That and like okay, I'll let you go through the
I have
rest.
to tell you that I with cutting, maybe it's because of the left-right thing. I'm a terrible cutter.
Probably.
I always hand things off to my wife to
It
cut.
literally probably is because you're left-handed.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's a kinder teacher, so her,
She's
her
good at
She's
it.
like
position-
extra
It is
good.
amazing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
also you can use the mouse and stuff. You can switch the buttons over and left hand mouse. But
Yeah.
again, that was never an option when we were kids and
Right.
learning to use a mouse. So I mouse with my right hand.
Right.
credit card machines, the swiper is always on the right.
Yep.
No, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
So you use your right hand?
No, I guess
Yeah.
so.
Like, it
used-
would be weird to cross over, right?
It would be like I'm trying to imagine if it's on
Yeah.
the left. Yeah.
Well, again, you don't swipe anymore, which is nice because now cards
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah, you
you
just
tap, but I would
tap.
tap with my left hand.
Yeah.
But they used to when you used to be able to write on them.
Yeah.
And then you'd put the card in the thing
yes.
and so that was always on the left hand side. It's really hard for us to.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the middle of a book and stuff. It's,
Right.
or when you're writing a thing that
Interesting.
Yeah.
How about
It's
this?
tough.
You wouldn't even think of some of this stuff. Microwaves. Now, if you push the button to open the door, it's always with.
Oh,
always on the-
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has to
hand.
because otherwise you're blocking the door, right?
Yeah.
With your arm.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, it's
Man.
not cool.
No,
Life
it's
sucks
just
for you
things I've
guys.
never
It does.
thought of. This is really interesting.
It didn't have to be, but
Sorry,
why
guys.
does the door could open the other way,
Yeah.
but it doesn't?
Well,
No.
no,
Yeah.
of course, because most people are right-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at our right-hand privilege,
Right?
Jenny.
Rulers and tape measures. If you use a tape measure left-handed, the numbers are always upside
Upside
down
down.
for us.
Oh, yeah.
Weird.
That's
Yeah.
so true.
That's not an issue.
You
Ever
feel bad
for
for
me.
us?
Yep.
No.
Keep
Oh,
going.
okay, all right.
There's
Yeah,
more.
Keep trying.
Power tools. The handle you put down is on the right. And if you want to use it lefty,
Oh,
you have to cross
yeah.
your arms and reach over the blade, which is not safe.
No.
Don't do
That's
that.
Nope.
I wonder if there are such thing as left-handed power tools.
I'm sure they're making stuff
Yeah.
now, but not.
So niche,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
It
it's
is,
very
yeah.
niche. This one says novelty coffee cups. If there's only printing on one side,
Yep.
it faces out for righties, so other
so
people
funny.
can see it. For lefties,
Right.
it always looks blank for,
Yeah,
for
that's
our
Yeah.
cups.
so true.
Just an empty coffee cup.
That's right.
That's so funny.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Man, I feel so bad for us.
Have you ever held a coffee cup like by the actual cup and not by the stem? Just so that it
We
shows
can
outwardly?
see it. Like number one
Honestly,
dad.
I've never even thought of that as being an issue, but yeah.
Jenny's right. Nobody would ever know I was the number one dad.
exactly.
No. Oh my
Why are you
God.
even living?
Yeah, you look like you're not even ranked.
It says he's a dad. Move your hand. I didn't know this. Playing cards. A lot of them have only numbers in 2 of the 4 corners.
Right.
So you can't
Oh,
see them as
yeah.
well when they're in your left hand.
Right.
That's right. You wouldn't
I
be able
didn't
to.
know that.
No.
Okay.
Never thought about it, really.
Yeah, no. That's so interesting. Wow.
Serrated knives. Even a lot of lefties don't know this. The teeth are set up to offset the tendency to twist clockwise
Oh.
with your right hand. So lefties tend to cut things like bread thinner at
Right.
the top and fatter on the bottom.
I never
Okay.
knew that.
I didn't
Makes
know that
sense.
either.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
Oh, you're
Huh.
uneven bread in life.
Yeah.
Are you bad at cutting bread?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I understand why.
I don't think anybody's really good at it, though. So you guys are just extra
I
bad.
bet you kill it, I
but I
bet.
agree with what they're saying. They're thinner, and then I want
Yeah.
them to be often, and
Yeah.
now I know why.
So you have to
Okay.
pass it off to your wife.
Yeah.
Honey, time to cut the bread.
That's crazy.
What were you going to say that's not on this list that I have? Was there one more?
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's many more. Like I do know when you're trying to write in a book, the middle, like the coils and stuff of the middle, those are tough because those
yeah.
are always in your way.
Yeah.
Also, of course, writing with a pen or a
We
pencil,
smudge
you
everything.
smudge,
Yeah.
you get ink all over your hands. 'cause
Luckily, when's the last time you ever really wrote anything that you had to worry about?
Well, I
that,
don't
right?
anymore.
No.
I'm so
But
shocked
people,
by doing
people
it.
with people with actual jobs do this. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Real
or like in
jobs.
school, you must have been like
Yeah.
always covered. Like
Always.
you're the palm of your
Yeah.
hand must have been
Yeah, like
soaked in.
and it's a thing. Like when you're writing, like if you're signing a greeting card, if you're sending a card for somebody,
Yes.
when they come with the plastic, I always use the plastic, put that down
Yeah.
under my hand to do that because I'll smudge the
Oh,
card
yeah.
every single
Smart.
time.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah.
Where did we see? Did we all? Am I having a fever dream today? Where did we talk about getting a stamp? Somebody had a stamp. Did you see this?
No.
Where was I?
No.
No? Okay. So I must have watched something or talked to somebody on the weekend, and they have, instead of signing cards and all that stuff, they just have a stamp they put into cards.
But what about like the you need to have a
that was-
thoughtful like message in there.
That was yesterday. Someone said
Okay.
they wanted to get a stamp, and I said that would be amazing
Oh,
if you
yeah.
had your name
Right.
and number, and you'd have used to
Yeah, just
bam.
stamp it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pain because
You'd have to
it's probably
travel
like
with a stamp.
yeah,
Who
once
wants a
every few
stamp?
months,
No.
someone needs to.
I'm talking in here though.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
Brady always gives us stuff. Oh, can you sign this? Can
Yeah.
you sign that?
Yeah.
Bam.
The card for this.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Stamp us up.
But what about you need to write like thanks or good luck?
No,
or,
it's all on the stamp. Thanks for listening. Bam.
Damn.
Wow.
Done.
That is very
Nothing
funny.
looks less personal than
No,
that.
exactly. Especially if it really looks like a stamp.
Yeah,
But
but
it's
if you did it
funny.
in your writing,
No.
if you got it the
If you-
stamp made, no, just
Oh, you don't even want it in your writing.
No, it's just a stamp.
Yeah.
It's so
you just have it in
impersonal.
Arial.
It was Steve Martin's bit. Steve Martin had a great card he'd hand out.
Yeah, he said
that's-
I've met Steve Martin. I found him to be something, and it was like
Brady, can you
Yeah.
look up
adequate
what,
or something.
It's
Yeah.
this certifies that you have had a personal encounter with me and that you found me warm, polite, intelligent, and funny.
Yeah.
And it's signed Steve Martin.
That's
See?
awesome.
and you put that in a stamp,
Yeah.
and then there
Yeah.
you
That's
go.
great.
That's
pretty
great.
good.
That's very funny.
All right, Brady, you got something new on the list
Okay,
to get us.
I'm buying Morning Hot Tub stamps.
Excellent.
Our poor listeners, all they want is, a personal note.
Well, it's just personal.
They're getting a personal stamp.
Yeah,
It
even
said
better.
Mahler and Times New Roman.
I love it.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, it's that time of the week where we like to do this thing.
Let's get to know the morning hot tub just a little bit better. Now it's time for POV of the TUB on the morning hot tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Well, good morning. We give you our point of view on something that's so stupid it doesn't matter every week.
That's right.
Yes.
And this one's a wacky one. So Casey Affleck, as you guys know, he's an actor. He's Ben's brother. Gave some real thought, I guess, to becoming The Bachelor over on ABC.
I love this.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, that would have been huge
Yeah.
for them.
He thought about it,
Huge.
but you think it would?
Oh
Yeah.
my God, yes.
I don't. He's like a B-list.
But I think that's the
not
point. Like
even.
he would have been a bigger star than
Yes.
what was the O'Connell, Jerry O'Connell's
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah.
Have they ever
Was
they've
Yeah.
done this
Charlie
before?
O'Connell.
Charlie O'Connell, like he was.
Well, Jesse Palmer was a celeb.
Oh, that's true.
he was a celeb, but I mean, this is like the brother of a bigger celebrity.
Yeah.
Casey Affleck is a bigger brother
And
of a
he's
famous
been
celebrity.
in stuff that I've
Yeah.
seen.
He's-
Like, I would totally watch
He's
this.
been in things.
So
Yeah.
we thought let's go around the room, get our point of view on if there were no rules.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if A-listers would even commit to the
yeah,
Bachelor
we got to assume that.
or Bachelor.
That
Yeah.
it's a possibility.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
right.
it's stupid.
Yeah,
to
it'll
even
never
think
happen.
about,
Okay,
but who we would want picked.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to go. I'll start with my pick. I'm not going to go too far from this Casey Affleck thing.
Oh,
Yeah?
To be honest
okay.
with you.
Okay.
Then I thought about Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Because that would bring even more eyeballs.
Oh my
right?
God, yeah.
Yeah. But I think, and I will only watch it for the train wreck that it is,
Uh-huh.
I want to see Jennifer Lopez as
Oh.
the Bachelorette.
Okay.
Oh,
Sure.
God,
Wouldn't that
yeah.
be drama? She's such
Wow.
a diva.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That all these
She
guys.
she would eliminate everybody immediately.
Yes. Yeah.
She
but
really,
but you would hope that they would cast guys a little more to her level.
Sure.
Right.
She would either eliminate everybody or marry all of them. One of the two.
they just have to keep recasting new
Yeah.
people every episode. It's just the first episode over and over and over.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I think it would
Sure.
be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Well,
Because I think I would be bugged the entire time. I want
Yeah.
to be bugged by whoever this is.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't actually want the person. to
No,
fall in
I
love.
get what you're saying. Oh, see, I do. My
You
answer,
do?
I
Okay.
do,
All
yeah.
right.
That's
We'll
really
get
fun.
to your
Mahler,
answer.
I thought you were going to go in a different direction with that. The way that you started it, I thought you were going to go with like a brother of a different
Yeah,
celebrity. And I was
exactly.
like, what, like Daniel Baldwin? Like, where are you going with this?
All right, Rush, over to you for your POV.
So I went with a single guy who has, to me, is actually tailor made for The Bachelor. I can see
Oh.
him being on The Bachelor. I feel like he's at the sort of right level. Like he's not an A-lister at all. People know who he is.
So you're saying this could be a
This
possibility.
actually could happen,
Oh.
and I honestly think maybe it should, because
Fun.
I think he honestly would fit that. And I went with Zac Efron.
Oh, Zac Efron's an
he would
A-lister.
never do it.
I don't think he's an A-lister now.
Well, he's maybe a B-lister.
He's a single guy. Is he good looking? Yeah, yes, kinda.
Yeah, he is.
He's super good looking.
And
Yeah.
He's jacked.
He's jacked now.
Yeah.
I think that does anybody really know much about him? No. To me, he's the celebrity that people forget exists.
What?
And then if you
I
put on the
don't
show,
know.
I think
he's way bigger
No,
than you
I
think.
don't think he is at all.
He's for a younger generation as well. He's High School Musical.
Yeah.
man.
So they
He's-
know him for that. He hasn't done anything. He
No,
did that
he
wrestling
does.
movie
He's
that
in a
nobody
movie,
saw.
yeah.
He's just in a movie now with Nicole Kidman on Netflix that has like 1 billion views
Yeah,
right now.
I think he is a
You
good
need
choice for
social
the next.
media, Rush.
I think he is a great choice for the next Bachelor. And Jenny, would you watch him on The Bachelor?
Oh, absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah,
Well,
for
Jenny
sure.
would
I
watch
watch
any
it
of our
now.
choices.
Then I
Yeah.
win the game.
I hate
No.
watching Jen on The Bachelorette right now. Like,
That's
let
true.
me
That's
tell
a
you.
good point.
Yeah.
Jenny, you have a POV here on the
I
TUB.
I do. Well, this was just so easy for me because I just love him so much. Sam Heughan from Outlander. He's been single for way too long.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
What a dud choice.
Oh,
That is so insanely realistic because he is like a D-lister.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
you
is.
stop it. He is so, like, he's just such a good human. He does so much for charity.
Okay.
He's the
Okay.
hottest thing in the history of the world.
I have
You've
to be
seen
honest
Outlander.
with you. He could be on this season and
No.
nobody would
Nobody
know.
knows.
Yeah,
Stop
100%.
it. You guys don't even know.
I'm
you
sorry.
don't even know.
I was saying that Zac Efron was nobody. 'Cause
don't even
you,
know.
You really jumped in with nobody.
No, Sam Heughan is a huge celebrity.
Okay,
and
Jenny, what's your second favorite project that he did?
I haven't watched anything else.
Yeah.
Just season 1 and 2 of
Was it
Outlander I can
2018's
rewatch.
The Spy Who Dumped Me?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
The only way people would go, oh, the Outlander guy. They
Yes.
don't even know his
Right.
name.
No.
Oh, Oh,
That's
poor
it.
Sam.
Yeah, I know.
He's from
No.
Scotland.
Good-looking dude.
Oh
Sure.
my God, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
But,
and that's
you
what I
know.
mean. If you're a fan of Outlander, you get it.
Yeah. Okay.
You get it. Yeah.
Yeah, so,
So-
you can hear the city how quiet it is.
I keep looking for a text, and there's nothing.
No.
All right, Brady, wrap up the POV. What do you got?
Okay, I thought of what are the deficiencies that the Bachelor and Bachelorette have now, and I think they need a new younger audience and
Yep.
maybe a new sort of like lighter, fluffier version. And then I also thought of like who's like this like the Bachelor, the most eligible Bachelor that we always seem to be talking about all the time, and maybe this is more the case a couple years ago, but imagine Pete Davidson as the Bachelor.
I thought of that.
Right?
Yeah, I thought
That's
that too.
It would
good,
be
Brady.
much funnier. It would be
Yeah.
a completely different tone to the
Yeah.
show,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it would bring in like new younger people. Like I would
Yeah.
actually watch that.
You're right.
That
That's a
sounds
great
like
choice.
Like well, I'd watch the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
It sounds like a different sort of version of The
I
Bachelor.
can also
Yeah.
see him doing it for at
I
least
could-
4 episodes and then dropping out of it.
100%.
I can see him doing it.
Also, the like hot rodendy look is in. Like Pete Davidson is in right now, and he's a good looking dude. He's a really interesting dude, a funny dude. His mom would be in a bunch of episodes.
Do you feel as though, not to disparage your pick, that Pete Davidson kind of peaked, though, a few years
totally.
ago?
Yeah.
Which is
I
why he
think
might
so.
do the
But
Bachelor.
that's why he would do it,
Yeah.
right?
And he's
Okay.
done a lot of weird projects.
Yeah.
Like he's said yes to a lot of things that like I think people were surprised that he'd say yes to.
I just think the Bachelor people want the person to take it kind of seriously.
Yeah, and
though.
I think he would have a tough time doing that.
yeah, I don't disagree.
Again, I think he
Yeah.
would get halfway through it, and like he canceled his own
He's
TV
flaky,
show.
yeah.
like I don't know that he
Totally.
would finish
but
the
think
season.
of like the drama then. Imagine
yeah.
he's got like down to 3 girls and he just leaves.
Well, yeah,
Like,
because it's a
that's-
lot. You know.
Well, I don't know if that's right.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, or he got really high and is craving Wendy's, and just
Could be
left
too,
the set.
yes.
Like that's also equally a possibility.
And he leaves and they replace him with the Outlander guy.
Yes, Jamie Fraser.
yeah, exactly. Who was holding the boom mic for the last 9 weeks? All right, you're up.
Also, thank you for the text of support, everyone. I appreciate it.
You got
Did
2.
you say the
Yeah.
text?
The text of support.
There are like at least 3.
No, they're
Oh,
not.
wow.
So
Exciting.
I'll take it.
You know, it's one of those things, though. It's Jenny from the Morning Hot Tub. Whatever she says, I support.
Oh, you
They
don't
just love
even
you.
know
She
why.
didn't get any text till she said, "I'm waiting for some text."
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Which of these sounds better or maybe worse? I never know if we're going to get this stuff in Canada, but we're sharing just in case. Coca-Cola is teaming up with Nabisco for an Oreo-flavored pop. Yeah.
Gross.
And a Coca-Cola flavored cookie.
No.
Coca-Cola.
I mean,
flavored
I'd rather the cookie than the pop
Yeah, I'd
tasting
rather have
like.
that.
I think so too.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
They say the pop has a refreshing Coca-Cola taste with flavorful hints inspired by Oreos, but unlike the cookies,
Yeah,
it's zero
no.
sugar. Now, they say the Coke flavored cookies have the quote Coca-Cola inspired taste fans know and love. One side of one side of each Oreo is red, and
Are
the
you
white
getting
cream.
paid from these people?
Not
what
at
are you
all.
doing?
Just
I
so
know,
much
but this is-
detail.
there's so much, but those are their quotes that they release.
Yeah,
They're the
that's
most
a lot.
obvious quotes ever.
Yeah.
So one side of the Oreo is red, and the white cream has red edible glitter mixed
Don't
in.
people hate Oreos, honestly, though,
No.
when it comes right down to
No.
it?
You hate Oreos?
No,
Well, no,
Oreos are dangerous. Can't keep them in the house. I could eat like
Oh,
a
they're
box.
so
of
good.
them,
And do you know they're
for sure.
gluten free?
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Oh, interesting. That's good to know.
So people love Oreos?
I think I might have just made that
Okay.
up. Oh yeah,
Oh, for
Oreos
sure.
are so good.
It's a
thought they-
guilty pleasure.
I
They're-
thought they were like at the low end of the cookie.
no, I'd say
trend.
they're like a tier 2 cookie. You have like
What's
the
tier 1?
free creme.
Oh, yeah. You,
Oh,
you're
God.
Oh, you and your what is it?
How would you say?
I want you to say it
Right,
again.
free creme is how I would say it. That's what it is in French, but I don't know what it is in
Is it
English.
What do they look like?
Fruit cream, I
Yeah.
guess, but like
oh, you like fruit cream?
oh
so you
yeah,
like
is that
the
what you
puffs?
call them? Fruit cream?
No,
they're not puffs. They're not puffs.
They
Puffs
look
are
like a
gross.
little flower.
I think
Oh,
it's-
I know what you're talking about.
And they have red
The red
jelly.
The red
jelly
jelly in the middle. Oh my
Terrible.
god, just
Oh my- really?
Oh yeah,
Are
I
you
could die.
80?
If you put me, if there was like a jungle gym sort of thing, you know, like the balls, but it was only free creme
Yeah.
cookies, and I had to eat my way out of it to survive,
my
like some
God.
weird saw thing,
Yeah.
I could do it.
Do you
I could
also
have a
like
million
anything
of
that
those.
comes in a large blue tin that is sweet?
I actually don't hate those either.
Really?
Those like
my
butter
God.
cookies? Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
The ones for the sewing kit
Yeah,
container,
yeah,
that's what they are?
absolute- I don't hate those either.
They
when
are
they have like the
sewing
little
kits, 100%.
crystally sugar on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, do you like
wait
the
a
powdered
second.
sugar
These,
on your
these.
candies that come in a small
there.
tin? Yeah, I've seen them. They're
So
my
the-
mom used to buy them.
Oh,
The
they're so good.
fruit crème. that you like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. More phlegm. You need more phlegm to say.
You're saying they're tier 1 over Oreos?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
crazy?
Absolutely not.
That's
You're
a tier
losing
1
that.
cookie.
No.
It's actually my most viral tweet ever. Was unpopular opinion. Fruit crème
Hey.
cookies are an elite tier cookie.
Excuse me, Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
You don't have a viral tweet, okay?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
I've got 14 likes and 4 comments.
466.
Whoa.
Take that. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
pinned on my profile. I also don't tweet very much.
No, the best cookies, I think,
Yeah.
and I hate store-bought cookies.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
my wife makes
Fair.
homemade
Look, if you're going to
cookies
get homemade,
shine.
obviously, it's
Right.
a different league.
But if I had to, I don't even know what they're called. Like, I don't even know what the name of them are.
Yeah.
The brand is Dare.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're chocolate. They look like a flower as well.
Yeah. Oh,
You-
they're
you-
like the fudge ones.
Yeah.
So I know
Is it
what
like,
you're talking
like,
about.
like chocolate Girl
They're
Guide
good.
cookies almost?
No,
Like the same sort of thing?
no.
Kind of, but no. They're
Oh,
more
they
I
have
know
a
what
name.
you're talking about.
Yeah.
And they're like a little soft.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of
Right?
in
But
between.
I used to try and pump off
Yeah.
the top.
Yeah, and then you have the
leave-
little-
and leave the little nipple there.
The little
Right?
There's a
nubbin.
little nub.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then go to town on the fudge part, and then
Sure.
eat
Yeah.
the bottom cookie.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another elite tier cookie.
Oh, God.
You guys are you're gonna jump on my throat on this one. Dad cookies.
Oh,
You know
they're
what?
the worst.
Dad cookies. No, dipped in milk, and they come
Oatmeal?
in those little. In those little
No.
packets, you know what I mean, of
No.
two, and you have to.
No.
Oh, my
No.
dad
If the
used to buy
world was
Dad's
ending and I
cookies all the
lost an oven, I would eat them. But like, no, they're an easy go-to.
time. What a specific set of circumstances.
But
Could
a
it be one or
homemade
the other?
oatmeal?
Do you need both?
Now I'm
world
craving an
was-
homemade oatmeal cookie.
Yeah,
I haven't had
see,
one
that
in
would be
years.
better. I
Yeah.
sent my wife an Instagram oatmeal.
Oh, my
thing.
mouth
Yeah.
is watering.
Way better homemade.
Oh, so
these
much better. Oh,
dads
my God.
I'm with you. Like even
Yeah.
if the
A
world was
homemade
ending,
oatmeal?
they said,
Right?
You have this to eat. I'd
Yeah.
say just let these.
Okay, but what if
Yeah.
your
So-
oven is also you don't have an oven?
I don't have enough.
You know what's
Fine.
really good, and I feel like most high schools had them. At least mine definitely did. The jumbo oatmeal cookies.
Yeah.
But like they were homemade.
Yeah.
But they
Okay.
were like, oh, those are
I
just.
didn't have
I'd have
those.
one every day.
We had
In
the
in
chocolate
in the
chip.
cafeteria.
Yeah, in the calf. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
elite.
and they were like so bad but so good.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
There's nothing bad about them. They were so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
my
can't
Okay,
believe
get
you
it.
think is number one.
Free crème.
No, it's terrible. You're 80.
It's-
How do you
they're
say
so-
fruit in French?
Free.
Free?
Free.
Free.
Fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit-
It's
fruit?
same, spelled the same way. Free
Free.
crème.
Crème.
Nailed it. Yeah, you're French.
You sound Russian.
Fruit crème. You will eat your fruit crème and you will enjoy it.
I knew that was coming. Oh, you can heat your dad's cookie in the air fryer?
Oh,
Whoa.
Okay, say that you're reading
Okay.
the text.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Wasn't just a random
Like I just
thought.
had a revelation. It just came to me. It's like I discovered gravity.
If you like what you just heard, tell someone. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found. And if you didn't like what you heard, that's cool. Cool. All right, yeah.